Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. I post fragrance related content here and would very much appreciate it if you did decide to join this family by subscribing. To those who are returning and continue to support this channel, thank you so much. I have 3 vanilla fragrances in front of me here. I thought to clue you up about the 3, right? Because this fragrance, for instance, this particular one by the house of Lattafa says Musk Wild Vanille, has been a fragrance that I've been seeing for the longest time, and I wanted to purchase it, but my stockist didn't have it, and then they did stock it, and I just thought, okay, I'm not going to do a review per se, but I'm going to tell you to what extent the vanilla is vanilla-ing in the 3 fragrances that I have in front of me here. If you are, for instance, like myself, so curious that the minute you hear that a fragrance has got vanilla, then you jump onto it. The very first one is going to be ATHENA. We spoke about this one in the previous review. Now, this I'm going to say is a fragrance that's true to that vanilla note. It doesn't vibe, of course, like the vanilla 28 where it comes across as a bare vanilla and stuff, but in as much as it says nothing about vanilla, if you're looking for one of those fragrances with that vanilla note that's going to satisfy you, then this is certainly one to go for. Now, I'm not going to spend the whole day talking about this one because we do have a review which is just before this video, but it's built around, you know, a double triple dose of vanilla. It's very yummy fragrance there, drawing its inspiration, of course, from Burberry Goddess, with a little bit of some aromaticness coming from the lavender and of course a patchouli. So in a nutshell, that's what I can say about this particular vanilla. But the vanillas, this second vanilla is one I wanted to clue you up on, because I'm not actually sure whether I want to do a full review of this one because it's still new in my collection, but I think maybe I need to give it time. But I just wanted to, you know, kind of give you this information fast for anybody who may be seeing this from the house of Lattafa. I think they have 3 or 4 like this, right? The juice in itself is going to immediately tell you that this is centered on the musk, right? Because it's a creamy thing. So what you're going to get in the initial opening there is going to be a pop of a vanilla that's creamy, like a creamy ice cream pop of a vanilla. But there's 2 phases to this fragrance, or 3. It becomes one of those vanillas that are quickly trampled on, where you see that another note can have power over vanilla. And I've always spoken about how musk can be used to amp up a fragrance and whatever. This is an example of one of those fragrances that do have the musk overdosed to an extent that it gets to a point where it loses, it kind of feels as though you've completely lost that vanilla and it's taking a soapy, powdery, lemony green, like a green tea, you know, direction there. Very musky, feeling a little bit, feeling mature, that sort of thing. I personally enjoy this fragrance, but I wanted to just, you know, clue you up there where it says wild vanilla, that maybe you'll be thinking, okay, this is going to be a musk that's going to balance it out with the vanilla, and I'm going to enjoy my vanilla more. What you're going to get here is that burst of an ice cream vanilla feel, lemony feel. You know, it kind of works in tandem, all of those coming up at the same time. A pop of vanilla, especially there in the opening, and then there's a lemony tone, and then there's an evident like leafy, green tea leafy thing that you get there, and then it then takes this soapy direction where the U-turn happens and it starts to confuse maybe a lot of people there. So if you are to go and purchase this looking for a distinct outright vanilla, it might end up disappointing you. I personally love it because I love how it vibes, I love how different it is. It does feel like I can wear it as a standalone. Also does feel like a fragrance that's easy reach for me. Also does feel grown, because there are some instances when I just want to feel like how this fragrance, you know, is vibing. Soapy, powdery, musky, you know, slap in the face musky, if you will. So I just had to clue up somebody who may be looking at this fragrance and wondering, okay, since it says vanilla, okay, or you're like myself, sometimes you buy based off just the wording of the fragrance. Vanilla, okay, I'm going for it, I'm done. No, this is going to give you a twist of a vanilla. So this is to what extent the vanilla is vanilla-ing in this one. And then the other one that I wanted to clue you up on is the Citron Vanille. This I did bring with a cluster of other fragrances before, and I told you that this one draws its inspiration from that Chanel Allure Homme edition Blanche, okay, which is a male toned or male masculine style of a fragrance. This is going to be a vanilla. I'm just spraying it, but I already know, I can give you the lowdown of this one without even spraying it, but for the sake of just making sure that I revamp my memory, I'm going to spray. This I haven't even used that much because this is like a zingy, you know, like a zing. This is not Leica. Actually, I don't know why I use the word Leica. I just hope you guys do understand sometimes that I use certain words to connect certain words repeatedly. This is not Leica. This is certainly a citrus. Citrus meets a generous dose of a hay-like vetiver with a smoky undertone, and then the vanilla makes an appearance. So when it comes to Citron Vanille from the house of Paris Corner, the notes are here. Why am I even stressing myself? The notes are here. All right, let's see. It says bergamot vanilla at the top, right? Which is what I did say, that you do get a citrus, a very citric, kick there at the top. And then the mid of this becomes pepper and sandalwood and the tonka. I think I do get the tonka there, and I think it's something that is making this citrus very stubborn because there is that tying note there that, is giving longevity to this. So it is definitely that tonka. And then the dry down of this becomes the musk, the vetiver, and the ember. And what I get mostly is a hay-like dry vetiver woody feel of a fragrance. This is not a dream vanilla fragrance to my nose. It's a vanilla fragrance that needs explanation just like this one, right? And I deliberately had to pull these two out because they do say vanille. All right, that is the reason why I just thought to drop this quick video for you here and tell you that, guys, if you're like me, you're looking at these and you like vanilla, or you're crazy about gourmand fragrances, you're not going to get a gourmand kick from, especially this one. Maybe this one, when you get wafts of that milky tone or a little bit of milky underlying vanillin thing, but very, very faint from this one. But I wouldn't still call this one a gourmand. But if I were to be put on a spot, I might actually give this one a gourmand tag than I would this. This is more of just a citrus, masculine tone style of fragrance. And vetiver mixed in the way it is mixed mostly in masculine fragrances. So these two guys, is Paris Corner, Citron Vanille, and Lattafa's Wild Vanille, are fragrances you may have to taste. Now, to close this video, I'm going to say when it comes to ATHENA, this is going to give you vanilla. It's not just vanilla. It's going to give you a vanilla that shares the same limelight with the lavender. A little bit of a chocolatey nuance there you're going to get with this, and a lot of sweetness. So if you are after yummy fragrances, this can this can satisfy you. If you love fragrances that are going to be prominent in that vanilla, this can satisfy you. The patchouli that was used in here is generous doses that give this one a good longevity. And as much as I have just pumped out maybe 10 sprays out of this because it's new in my collection. So out of the three fragrances that are new to me, right? New to me. Maybe you've been seeing these fragrances, maybe you already have these fragrances. I just thought to clue you up that this I'd certainly recommend. But these two, smell first. The vanilla is playing hide and seek. This is more lemony, milky, that sort of thing, than a distinct like punch in the face style of vanilla. And then this one becomes more of that citrusy weight with a woody undertone to it. And of course the vanilla is there swimming and trying very much to make sure that it's not drowning, but it's there. All right, so that is what I can say, guys, about these three fragrances in case you want to know what is doing what. This is feminine toned to my nose, baby powder, feminine toned, vintage even, mature. This is certainly masculine toned, and this can qualify as unisex as long as maybe a man doesn't mind the look of this bottle, does qualify as unisex. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section, guys, where we discuss more about fragrances. Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one. And remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.